Hi, this is the second part of architectural visualization course. So in this part I'm going to change the background for this house using the first 6 commands that we take in the last lecture. So the first thing I'm going to do is duplicate this layer. How to duplicate this layer? Press at the first, select this layer, then press Ctrl and J. This command actually to duplicate the layer, and again Ctrl and J to duplicate it second time. So for now actually I need it only once, so I will delete the other layer. So I have only now 2 layers, the background, which is the main one, and the other layer that I copied. Now I will go to the background. I will just select it because I want to draw a square above it. So I will go to square from here, then right click, as I said, U. The command for square is U. Now I will draw a square around this whole picture. Now let's delete the background. So we will go, as I said in the last lecture, for L lasso tool, then I will select polygon lasso tool. So for now, to make it faster, I'll just select those parts. As you can see, I'm selecting very easy with this polygonal lasso tool. So just by dragging for left side without clicking anything, you can move the screen. If you want to zoom in, for example, you don't see this part very clear, so just hit Ctrl and plus. This plus actually going beside 0 number at the top of keyboard. So Ctrl and plus, as you can see, I'm zooming in. Because when you go to zoom this, you can't. If you click on it, then lasso tool will be gone. So as you can see, very easy and simple to select the lines because it's a straight lines. Now after selecting the whole house, just hit Ctrl and plus, minus to zoom out. Now I'll just go outside the border, then go to the first point that I started from. Now I will delete. Just hit delete from keyboard. As you can see, I simply delete the background. Now I will add the new background that I want to use. So I'll go to my new background, which is this one. I'll drag it, I'll repeat. Go to the background, select move command or V from keyboard, then click on it, keep clicking, drag it to number 1, then bring it here. So now this layer comes over the house, so I need to drag it under the house. So I'll take it under the house, under the main layer, which is 1. So now this is a very nice background. As you can see, simply we change the background. Now I will merge the background with the house. This one will be merged with the background. So I will select the background, then hit Ctrl from the keyboard, then select the background. Now I'm selecting those 2 layers. Then hit Ctrl and E. Ctrl and E, actually the shortcut for merge 2 layer or more. Now it's merged. Now I want to manipulate the colors to make it look more realistic. So hit Ctrl and L, Control and L for levels, light levels. Now hit auto. As you can see, it becomes more nicer. Now Control and M again. So Control and L, we click on auto. Now it looks more realistic. So now this part is very easy to change the background. Please, if anyone wanna practice this, so I'm gonna put you my email under the video in description. So you're gonna find your homework, and please send me your homework on the email so I can give you a notice what you need, and even when you have any question you can ask on the comments. So now let's go to the second part, which is manipulating the interior part. How can I change this photo and how can I turn on those lights? So let's start. Before starting, if you are interested to learn Revit, AutoCAD or even 3D Max, this channel is actually highly recommended for you, for Mr. Firas Nouri. He teach very perfectly, so I recommended this channel for you. Bye bye. Now let's go back to our topic. Now I actually want to change this photo. So how? As I said before, why I have to duplicate the layer? Why? What the purpose of it? So I will tell you now. At the beginning, let's duplicate the layer. Select the layer, then Ctrl and J for duplicate. Or there is another method, but I'm always telling you the shortcut to make it easier for you. The other way is to hit right click, then duplicate the layer. It will ask you what the name of the layer that you want. So for example, name it number 1. Or let's go back one step, or Ctrl and J. Then it's gonna name it for you layer 1 immediately, easier. So for now, I'm going to use this lasso tool to change this background. I'll zoom in. So now I will go to lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool. I will select those borders, the corner. Very easy to change the background. Now I select the photo. So for now, I will hit Ctrl and J to duplicate this layer. Why? Because I want to merge inside it a new photo. So Ctrl J, I duplicate it. Now I will go to my photo that I want to merge with it. I will go to, I will go to move. As I said before, drag and drop it in number 4. Don't leave the mouse until you put it inside the screen. So now actually it's very big. I will zoom it out more. Now I will zoom in by hitting Ctrl and plus from the keyboard. Zoom in more. So as you can see now, by hitting Ctrl and selecting one of the corners, so you can control it more easier. So I'm selecting this corner. As you can see, I put it exactly on the corner. Now the other corner. As you can see, as I said, Ctrl, if you want to move it immediately, you can't. So just hit Ctrl, then you can manipulate it as you want. Now let's go to the other part. Ctrl and drag it. Now let's go to the last part. Ctrl also, then click on the corner, then drag it. As you can see now, I have a new photo. Then you're gonna ask me why. As you can see here, there is a mistake here, a little bit mistakes. So why I duplicate this layer? As you can see, if I hide this picture, it will show the original one. So now I'll hit Alt, Control and G. Alt, Control and G to merge this layer inside the other one, this one. So Alt Control G, I merge it, but nothing happened. Now by hitting Control and T, then make it bigger. How to make it bigger on SQL? So hit Alt and Shift together, then drag. As you can see, it doesn't go outside the border. So now it's very nice, a new background, and it looks very realistic. So no one could notice that you change it. Now I have another thing here in this view, actually this one, which is those lights, they doesn't show that they are turned on. So how can I turn them on? I have a light here, this one I downloaded from the internet. I just type lens flare .png. So png is the extension for the photos that is the property of it without background. So I'll drag this photo. As you can see, you can't see it right now. Let's go to number 4. Now this is my photo. Actually it's merged inside the photo. As you can see here, this arrow, it means that it's merged in the other photo. So I'll just select the layer, then Alt Control G. Now it doesn't merge. Now I'll name it lens flare. Sorry, lens flare. Now I'll hit Control and T. Control and T is to resize any object that you want. So as you can see here now, I will zoom in. Now this is very nice. I will duplicate this object, the lens flare. Then I will copy it. I'll take it. Now as you can see, I put it here, but it doesn't show just like realistic thing. So I need to move it a little bit. So I'll hit Control and T, then Control, as I said, to control the borders. So just make it like this. As you can see now, it's just like a real perspective. Now I have added a light here and also a picture. So now this is very nice result. Now I have the last thing in this photo, which is this one. I need to show more light that comes from here. If my view was at night, but now it's on the day, so I don't need, but I have to teach you that, so just focus up with me. Now if you want to create a new layer that is doesn't contain anything, just go to the last layer, then click here beside the delete icon, click here. This means new layer, create a new layer, as you can see. So I'll just click here. This is a new layer. So I will go to polygonal to make a light. Just focus up. I will go to polygonal lasso tool. I will click here. This is my light. Will be just like this. As you can see now, this is my light. I will go to here in the middle one, create a new fill or adjustment layer. So here for fill or adjustment, any layer that you want, because as you know before that I create a new layer, so I want to adjust this layer. I create the outline for my light. I will go here, then I will go to level, then just drag and drop to make it light or dark. So for light I have to make it light. So this one. Now actually this is my light. For now it doesn't show realistic thing, so I have to manipulate it more. I will do something. Actually this is the layer of my light. As you can see, I will go to filter, blur, then Gaussian blur, this one, the fifth option. As you can see now, the radius is 26, so I will reduce it. If I make it 0.1, it will be the original one. Whenever I increase it, the light will be more realistic, because it makes it more blurable. So let's see which result I like. Actually, this result is very nice. Let's increase it a little bit. Now this result is very nice. As you can see here, I added a light object. So we finished this part. Now let's go back to the house. Sorry, I just forgot to tell you how I put a light here. Also, I brought another photo from the internet, which is lens flare, this one. Now let's add a light here. So now this is blue color. So I just need to make it another color, which is just like white or another color. So just select the light layer, then go to FX here for effects, then go to color over layer. Let's drag this away. Now it shows red color, so I want to make it white. Now let's just by hitting Ctrl and T, then manipulate it a little bit. Now I will zoom in, I will move it. I will make it smaller to look more realistic. Now I will duplicate this layer on the other light. So Ctrl and J to duplicate. Also you can play with the keyboard arrows. So I want to make it upper or on the left side. So this one is very nice. Now also this one I will make it smaller. I will add another one here. Now, so as you can see here, now I have a light. Now you can merge them together. So just select this one, then hit shift from keyboard, then go to the first layer that you did, then hit Ctrl and E, as I said before, Ctrl and E for merge one or more layers. Now I have this layer. Now let's see. I think it's not realistic, so I have to decrease the opacity of it. So let's go to opacity here, 100. I'll click on this small arrow, then I will make it smaller. So 75 is very nice. Now nicer. Now I have another thing here, which is this interior design. Actually I designed it. So I need to add lens flare here for the light and manipulate the colors. So just focus. I'll bring this lens flare, I'll take it here. As you can see, I make it smaller. Then I will go to FX for effects, then color over layer, then I will make it a yellow color. Then I just need to duplicate it, as I said, Ctrl and J for duplicate, then go to the second part, then until the last light, which is this one. As you can see, we have a light here, so I'll make it smaller by hitting Ctrl T from keyboard, then click OK. Enter or the true icon here. So Now we finish the post-production, the simple post-production. This is for beginner because I started with beginners. So if you would like to practice any homework that you want, please, and you want me to check it after you, so I will put my email in description so you can send me your what you've done, so I will tell you what you have to do. Now I will explain this part of the tools, the other 7 tools, or 8, sorry, 8. Now here, spot healing brush. So I'll tell you what is this. If you select this area, it will just like make it harmony. As you can see here, wait for it. Do you see? It makes harmony between the background and between the house. So we need this one when we want to make a graphic design or something else. So actually we won't use this one in post-production. We'll use it very little times. So maybe we use it in landscape sorry, or another things. Now I have here the batch. The second one, it actually takes a part of the photo, as you can see here. So now let's make it bigger to make it clearer for you, more clearable. So I will take this part, okay, by hitting Alt from keyboard, then select any part that you want. But now, for now, it doesn't select anything. Why? Because I'm selecting the layer of the photos, of the lens player. So I have to select the house layer, then hit Alt from keyboard because it won't work until you hit Alt. So Alt, take any part that you want, for example this part, then go. Now this part is with me, so I want to put it here or even here. As you can see, it copy any part that you want and make it lighter for you. So Alt Control Z for going back steps. And red eye color, actually this one for personal photos. Sometimes you take a photo for yourself and your eyes looks very red. The center of your eyes looks very red. So you could do it with this tool, red eye tool from its name. For now I won't use it. I will tell you later for your information, but in the post-production we would never use this tool. Now we have brush tool. So brush tool, it contains 4 tools. So the shortcut for brush tool is B. And sorry, the shortcut for spot healing brush tool is J. So let's go back to brush tool. Now the brush tool, it draw a lines from the side that you want. So let's select the color. So for example, let's keep it red. So we want to brush this photo. So as you can see now, I brush it. But why it looks very transparency? Because the opacity of it is 10. If I want to make it 100%, so as you can see here now, it covered the photo with red color. But whenever you increase the opacity from here, this one 100, I will make it just like 12 or 9. So as you can see now, this is the brush tool. Now you're gonna ask me, what is the purpose of brush tool? I'll tell you what is the purpose. Just let's take for example, now this color, this part doesn't show that it's white because of the rendering settings. So I want to make it looks more white. So I will select from the color here, white color, then OK, go to brush tool, then just brush it. As you can see now, it looks more white. So the other one, which is a clone stamp tool, Actually, this is very important for the post production. This is one of the most important tools. I use it too much. So this tool actually won't work with you until you click Alt, then select any part you want. It copy the parts for you. For example, you want to copy a material to put it on another part, or you want to copy anything you want. So just hit Alt, select any part that you want. Just I will make it bigger by hitting right click, then the size, first one, make it bigger. So now this one is very nice. So I will hit Alt from here. Now if I go here, as you can see, it puts here the layers that I took with feather rounded, so it's very important. Now for example, I will show you what is the beneficiary of this tool. So let's just brush this part, sorry, let's make it 100 the opacity. I will brush it, sorry, I'll make it smaller. So now I brushed this part. Now actually this is a very big mistake. So if I want to manipulate it and make it looks that it doesn't have any problems, so just go to stamp tool S, then select make it smaller by hitting right click as I said, then take any part that you want, for example this part, then go. So as you can see here now that there is no problems with this view. So this is the beneficiary of this tool. Now let's go back to button stamp tool. Actually this one it allows you to select a pattern that you want, just like for example this pattern or this pattern, or any pattern that you want to download it from the internet. Actually this is not important, we are not going to use it, so because it doesn't have any important. So this one, pattern stamp tool, for example I select this pattern, I will just, as you can see here now, it's not important, even I don't like it. Now the other part is history brush tool. This is actually shows the history for a brush tool. For now we don't need this one, not for now, because we would never use it. Now this part is erase tool. This is actually very important. So now if we select erase tool, now as you can see, if I hide this layer, I will see the red color. Why? Because I created the square with the red color. So this eraser tool, I want to erase this part. As you can see, when I erase it, this is not a brush. I erase the house to show the background, the red color. So let's go back steps. Now the other part, the other tool from erase tool is background erase tool. So as you can see here now, it's erase the background for you. So just let's make it more bigger, as you can see here. So we are not going to use this tool too much, because the most important thing is erase tool and magic erase tool, the first one and the last one. The middle one we don't need it actually. The last one, magic eraser tool, so when we click on it, it shows you this one, this small icon. So for example, which part you want to erase? I want to erase this part. So just by one click hit, as you can see, I erase any part that comes with white color. This one, and the other parts. So this tool now, sorry, not the last tool. This tool is gradient tool and paint bucket tool. I will explain the others in the next lectures. So thank you so much and bye bye. Please, if you like the video, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Firas Nouri channels if you are interested to learn AutoCAD, Revit or even 3D Max. This is highly recommended for you. Bye bye.